Hi, I'm Francisco Ortiz Gomez, and I play rhythm guitar in Fairfield.
My name is Mike Drake. I'm from Until Holy, and I sing and scream for the band. Tortorello.
Alright, everything. So,
Energy and confidence.
What if Dalton says that he doesn't need bass?
Yeah, inspiring words. Craig Owens.
My friend needed a bassist for a band, so my dad bought me a $120 bass and a $20 amp, and I played it as a favor. And then our singer didn't show up for the show, so I had to sing the songs, but I couldn't sing and play bass at the same time. So I put down the bass. I don't remember. This was like 8th grade. And so I sang, and I loved it. I just love performing, so that's why I do it.
7th grade, my best friend Gabrielle Chu, who passed away recently, me and her started playing guitar together and music, and our teacher, Mr. Wilson, got me really into guitar. I've never really taken a formal lesson, but he kept playing Blackbird by the Beatles, and I just kept watching it. I was like, that's such a beautiful melody. And then like one day I just sat down and he just kept playing it, and then I played it, and I was like, that came really natural to me, but I was playing bass preemptive to that. So that's when I fell in love with the guitar, and then me and her just fell in love with Paramore, and me and her just wanted to always be in a band together. And then like high school came around and we weren't friends anymore, and then I was still playing music, and then I met Anthony Tortorello, who's the vocalist of our band. And then that's basically how
I'm paying attention.
That's why I wanted, and that's how I'm in a band, basically.
Brotherhood.
Absolutely.
It was so cool.
Plan on staying in a band, because that's what I really want to do with my life. But everyone's got to have a backup because I don't want to end up like a hobo.
It's making so much harder for me to let you like this go, to let you like this go. Take all the memories along with everything I never said to you, 'cause I swear it was all true, I swear it was all true, yeah.
How does music affect my life? Music affects my life in so many ways that I can probably count. I always have music on when I'm driving. I always have music on at home. It's really, wherever I go, there's always music playing. I really hate when it's silent, and I just can't stand like dead silence. There has to be some kind of music going on, and usually when I'm in school I find a way to relate whatever I'm learning to music or anything like that. But really, how does music inspire me? Because it inspires me because it has gotten me through a lot of rough times, and music, it really can't talk back to you. It gives you advice without you even asking for it. It is kind of like that one thing that it's constant. A song will never change, so if you have a song that describes your life, it will always be there when you need a reminder. I suffered from depression from 7th grade to sophomore year of high school, and music was there for me. My therapist used to always ask me, what do you do when you're angry? And I would always respond, I listen to angry music. I would listen to Evanescence, which I thought was pretty rough at the time, and I would, when I was in my depression stage, I listened to a lot of gothic rock, like Evanescence, for instance, and Within Temptation, and it kind of exemplified what I was going through, talking about dark times and all this stuff, and there's no hope, but at the same time, music also lifted me up when I was feeling bad, and it was around freshman year when I started listening to Petra Station, who I saw perform in concert, and Boys Like Girls, and their lyrics were a lot more uplifting and inspiring, so I kind of ditched the whole gothic rock kind of thing, and I kind of moved it into the pop punk thing, which I eventually developed into what I like now. And I like listened to those songs and like kind of got me in a better mood. And then eventually I got to be interested in All Time Low, and they have probably impacted me thus far. So much that thus far. When I got into them, I realized how caring they truly were, and I started listening to them. And there's a song they have called "Therapy," and at the beginning of one of the concerts, Alex Gaskarth, who is the lead singer, said that this song is for anyone who's kind of needed someone, and it kind of opened everyone's eyes to the fact that everyone goes through stuff and everyone has hard times, but this song is kind of like therapeutic. You can listen to it and at any time, and it'll make you feel better. So that was kind of like a really eye-opening speech that he said. And therapy is kind of every kid's nightmare, and he said that it's when someone tells you need help or something, you can always turn to that song, and that song will always be there for you. It's never going to go away. It's always going to be in existence. Once they put it out, that's it. You can listen to it forever and ever. A lot of songs also, it's inspiring that a lot of these musicians can come out with songs that impact us so much, and they make memories that last a lifetime. There are so many songs that I've heard at concerts that I'll never forget. I'll listen to the recording and I'll be like, oh, that's not the same as when it was played live, and it makes me think back to the concert and what a great time I had. There's been songs that made me think of past relationships. There's been songs that make me think of, the past, the bad times in my past. It gives you a nostalgic feeling, and I think that's inspiring because it won't make you forget it, but it also won't make you regret it either. So that's kind of how music inspires my life. It's kind of always going to be there for me, and I know that music kind of truly is my best friend in a way. Though I can't talk to it, it's always going to be there, and it's always going to be there to lift me up when I'm feeling down, and it's never really going to go away. Maybe the bands might break up, but music itself is always going to be around for like the rest of eternity, no matter how much it evolves, but it's always going to be there for me.
Tonight we lie awake, remember
go. Shut. He knows what he's doing.
Okay. I'm a professional.
Hello.
My name's Mike Drake. I'm from Until Holy, and I sing and scream for the band.
You want any other performances?
I just want to comment.
Okay, then comment.
No, I can't. It's an interview.
Oh. What was the question?
Do you do any other type of performances besides singing and screaming?
Well, being that I'm in the Fine Performing Arts Center in Howell High School. Yes.
Yeah.
I always thought it was freehold.
I thought so too.
But
do a lot of editing.
Yeah, this interview sucks.
Yeah. Want to start over? But
do a lot of editing.
Yeah, this interview sucks.
Want to start over?
No.
Well, being that I'm in that program, I do a lot of acting there.
Can you say that you're in FPAC again? Because we're gonna have to cut that part out. Okay, go.
I'm in FPAC, the Fine Performing Arts Center in Howell High School. So I do acting and musical theater there. Unless I start fires in the bathrooms, in which case I get kicked out.
Okay.
Can I be in the video?
Oh.